Hi everyone, welcome to the Diecast collection with our channel. Here is the 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS by Jada. This is part of the Big Time Muscle series. Uh, the model is one of the larger scale model. It's bigger than a 1 over 64 scale, but definitely smaller than a 1 over 18 scale. It has more details, more plastic parts, and paint designs specifically for this car. What I like about this car, and you can see that there are some dust particles on it because this has been on my desk displayed for quite some time. Uh, this is a well detailed model, and one of the biggest reason I got this model is in addition to being a very cool muscle car, this has a very cool paint design on it. And Jada uh, made the paint designs to be Christmas themed. Just look at this. It has even the Christmas uh, word in the car that is rare for diecast models featuring the Christmas season. I really like it. And Saint Nick, that's a reference to Saint Nicholas or Santa Claus. And Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Very nice. Before we jump into the review, here is a size comparison of the Chevy Chevelle. Here is what's the scale of this car? Okay, here's the base. So there are the details. The wheels have these rubber tires with treads. It's 1 over 32 scale. Comparing it with the other cars that I featured in the channel, if I place this into my hand, it does almost occupy my whole hand. And I have here some guests and the models from the previous uh, video art reviews. This is the Bone Shaker. I reviewed this one. This is for the smaller scale Hot Wheels 1 over 64 scale. The size difference and the details side by side. And here is, let me just move this away. From the previous video, I have here, my stage is moving. From the previous video, the Burago Ferrari F355 Berlinetta. This is 1 over 43 scale based on the base. Comparing it with the Chevy Chevelle, that is 1 over 32 scale. Comparing it together, the Chevy is bigger. What I like about this bigger model is it has more features than its smaller counterparts that I presented. Putting it all together, here's the Burago on the side, and I don't know how I'm going to fit the Bone Shaker. Here it is. So we get to see a small, medium, large scale models, 1 over 64, 1 over 32, no, 1 over 43, and 1 over 32. Going back to the Chevy, the model, in addition to having the Christmas theme, it has opening features and more detailed interior. The packaging for this car is this big time muscle theme. Put this out for space, and here it is. Uh, from the base review, it has the stand, so it also connects with the screw. I had to unscrew it beforehand when I first got this. See, even the instructions at the bottom says it. Here are the other cars in the series. I noticed that the car in this package is not included in the list. I assumed that the car should have been here, but to make it uh, highlighted, it was omitted because the slot for here would be the one in the packaging. Going to the side and at the top. Uh, Moving this. Reiterating, I got this because I really like Christmas themed models, especially those who have the Christmas lettering on it. Instead of just saying it's generic Happy Holidays, this one is more specific, and I really like it. This is the passenger side. The paint designs have the following in the back of the front fender: Saint Nick in the door, and Christmas Racing Club at the top of the back fender. This is a custom car. Uh, I know this is a custom car because the body is lowered and it covers more of the top of the wheels both in the front and the back, most likely for performance reasons. The front has the plastic inserts for the lights. I know this is not a paint design. This is a sticker, Big Time Muscle, the name of the series that this car is included with. The lights on the bumpers are not painted, they're just uh, casting details. It's okay. At the driver's side, identical paint designs and details. I'm not seeing much difference. Here's a close up of it. Just like on the passenger side. Let's see, are there any differences? I'm not seeing any differences. They're the same. The back has some additional paints instead of plastic inserts. Brake light paints. The name of the car, uh, Chevelle, on top. It's not focusing. I think this is better. Just like in the front, the Big Time Muscle sticker is attached. Being a sticker, if you want to customize the plate, you can do that. Just add another alternative sticker for both the front and the back to be uniform. Here is the front hood. It has painted uh, top in the front hood, flat paint, and there are these screw looking casting details. Unfortunately, I don't know what to call these, but they're here and painted. If you know the answer for these things or the name of it, please post in the comments section below. In addition to the details in the front hood, there's this rectangle that I assume it's the uh, air vent for the engine. Being a clear plastic window, we get to see the interior from here, and there's an additional paint design in the front windshield, number 20. Mm, this might be for Christmas 2020, I assume, or because it is the 2000s. Uh, I don't know, but there's a number 20. It's in the front windshield. Nothing much on the roof and at the trunk, except for the little paint design at the edge we saw earlier. For the interior, it's easy to see the interior, but it's easier because the doors can open for this model. It lets us see more of it. The in my copy, the driver's door is easier to open than the passenger door, but it does work when it comes to displaying it. Detailed seats with cushion details, the dashboard, the glove compartment, the driver's wheel, and is there a transmission stick in the middle? I'm not seeing a transmission stick, so this might be uh, an automatic car, I assume. The doors even have details, just like the real one. Handles and cushions, even the latch for the lock for the door. The back passenger seat has this large uh, plastic uh, container or something. But the thing with that container in the middle and looking at the base, there is a couple of slots and another one in the front in this area because this is supposedly a pullback car, and the large object in the center of the back seats are supposedly the uh, one holding the pullback engine or the pullback motor. But this being a model, Jada did not include the pullback action. So I suppose if you want to customize this to run just like a pullback toy, you have to open the car by unscrewing it and uh, finding a suitable pullback motor to be placed in this part. I don't know how to do that. You'll have to experiment on your own if you want to put the motor here. This is a nice model, has multiple display features, doors open or doors closed, and a nice decoration for the Christmas season. This ends my video art of the 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS Big Time Muscle Edition by Jada Toys. Thanks for watching, enjoy your collection, and see you with the next model.